Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent bringing you episode 2 of Let's Play Infinite Adventures. Got plenty of sleep, so I'm ready to go. We did the intro last time and we got gifted the guild. So we are in charge of an entire guild. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. So let's go ahead and load game. Arturius. Town of Giamata. Alright. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's look at our character and go through this a bit. Alright, so here's the help with player stats. Description of what the attribute boosts. So for strength, attack power when using blades, axes, stabs, and spears. Ancestral greatswords or when unarmed. Fortitude is physical defense, attack power when using ancestral greatswords. Agility is your evade rate, your crit rate, attack power when using blades, bows, and pistols, and turn order in combat. Intelligence is magic power and attack power when using wands. Perception is magic defense, magic resistance, attack power when using arquebuses and pistols. Confirm. So we can look at our stats. Melee 30, accuracy 105, crit rate 4%, doing 150% damage. We have a short sword, a ranged handgun, a leather cap, and leather armor. So that all looks good. Let's go to equipment. Alright, here's the equipped items. Melee weapon. Weapon available depends on your class. Offhand melee. Some classes can equip shields or dual wield. Ranged weapon, depend on your class. Offhand range, some classes can equip shields or ranged dual wield. Armor increases physical defense, can be light, medium, or heavy. Headgear increases magic defense, can be light, medium, or heavy. An accessory, each player can equip 2 accessories that can boost a variety of stats or invoke powerful, unique effects. Okay. Weapon styles. Description of what each weapon style impacts. In one hand allows the use of a shield. Using it two-handed adds 10% physical damage. Dual wielding is minus 50% physical damage with the offhand weapon. Ranged allows use of a ranged weapon. Ranged dual wield minus 50% accuracy with the offhand weapon. Note, weapon styles known depend on class. Some classes can unlock new weapon styles via their skill trees. So I can change the style here. I can wield the short sword with two-handed. I can go ranged, I go one hand, which lets me then equip a shield. So that's very cool. Skill tree. Each class has 3 skill trees. Players gain 1 skill point per level. Skill points can be used to level up existing skills or to learn new ones. As you level up skills, you will unlock additional skills. Hover over a locked skill to see what the requirements are to unlock it. So we have archaeology, fortune and glory, and martial science. So let's take a look at these. Archaeology increases material drops. Archaeology is a relatively new field of study that has grown popular in the last few hundred years. Plus 4% material drops does not stack. That's a passive. Here's another passive. Geology increases rune drops and yields. Study of rocks, minerals, and magical runes. Plus 1%. Rune drops and yields does not stack. Excavation is a passive, better rare yields from hunt, gather, mine. All across Trinity there are excavation sites where archaeologists search for relics of the past. Plus 2% rare yields does not stack. Then we've got more passives. Increases the learning rate. Anthropology focuses on studying social and cultural norms. This insight helps with analysis of new species. Plus 20% learning rate for enemy bestiary information does not stack. Physiology is a passive, increases damage when fully analyzed. To know the body is to know where it is weak, where it can be pierced and punctured easily. Plus 4% damage when an enemy's bestiary information is completely known. Observation, passive, increases search skill of party, increases perception. There's a passivity to the archaeologist's observation techniques that is more instinct than science. Search party skill raises 1 rank, does not stack, plus 5 perception. Ancient linguistics increases decipher skill of party, increases intelligence. Linguistics is an essential school of study when deciphering the writings found in ancient ruins and caves. Decipher party skill raises 1 rank, does not stack, plus 5 intelligence. Totem of Protection passive increases all resistances. A totem from a long-forgotten adventure that always brings good luck. +5 Fire, Cold, Bolt, Holy, Dark, Curse, Ailment, Death Resist percentage. An Invoke Artifact, which takes 40 focus, magical damage plus random curse. An artifact from a forgotten adventure that curses the archaeologist's enemies. 250% magic power, inflicts a random curse 50%, and success rate is 3 turns. So that's archaeology. Then we've got Fortune and Glory. This is passive, increases denarii gained or found. Why do I take the risk, they ask me? Fortune and Glory, Dr. Remus Friday. +5% denarii from enemies and chests, does not stack. Bullwhip, focus 30, physical damage. This masterful whip technique can strike multiple enemies, 70% melee attack. Treasure Hunter, passive, increases uncommon item drops. The skills of an archaeologist are often used by rogues interested in finding treasure, not learning about history. +2% uncommon item drop chance, does not stack. Locksmith, passive, increases unlock skill of party, increases agility. Once a skill reserved to rogues and thieves, modern archaeologists are handy with a lockpick as well. Unlock party skill raises 1 rank, does not stack, +5 agility. Defensive roll, Gambit 6%, Gambit trigger, targeted by an area spell or breath weapon. An evasive roll that can avoid incoming danger, completely avoid the effects. We've got Lady Luck, Gambit 10%, Gambit trigger, Hunt, Gather, or Mine. Experienced archaeologists have an uncanny knack for finding things of value. Gain double yields, does not stack. Bind Limbs, which takes a focus of 40, physical damage plus paralyze. Bullwhips are made of strong materials that can restrain the strongest of foes. 175% melee attack, can't act or defend, has a 50% chance of happening, and success rate is 2 turns. Then we have Lash, which takes a focus of 40, physical damage plus bleed plus wound. The bullwhip is an important adventuring tool of all archaeologists. 175% melee attack, can't recover life. Bleeds 2% max life per turn, 80%, success rate 3 turns. And Artifact Seeker, increases rare item drops. One look at the deck of fates and I knew it was an Ashtari of great power, said Lord Laszlo Steam. +1% rare item drop chance, does not stack. And then Martial Science, this is going to be our attack and more for attack based stuff. So we've got Martial Science, which is a passive, increases critical rate. Knowledge of anatomy and pressure points helps archaeologists target weak points, +2% critical rate. Aim Shot, which takes 20 focus, physical damage. A carefully aimed shot that inflicts more damage than a normal ranged attack, 130% ranged attack. Slice and Dice, physical damage, 2 quick melee strikes, 130% melee attack. Shield Mastery, which is a passive, increased block percent with shields. Those who train with the shield can deflect attacks with ease, +3% block. And Dual Wield passive, holding a weapon in each hand makes the weapon wielder twice as deadly. Add Dual Wield to known styles, works with melee weapons. We've got Parry, which is a gambit of 3%, targeted by a melee attack. So the gambit means that if the gambit trigger, if that happens, then you have the gambit percentage of automatically doing the effect. So if he's targeted by a melee attack, there's a 3% chance that he'll parry if he has points in this skill. The use of a melee weapon to deflect attacks is a fundamental fighting skill, deflecting incoming melee attack. Melee Mastery, passive, increased damage of melee attacks, all-around training with various melee weapons, +4% physical damage dealt. Ranged Mastery, same idea, increases damage of ranged attacks, all-around training with various ranged weapons, +4% physical damage dealt. Multi-Shot, focus of 40, quick volley of ranged attacks that rain down on a row of enemies, 90% ranged attack. Hawkshot, focus of 40, physical damage plus penetrate, a powerful ranged attack that strikes a vital point between an enemy's armor, 135% ranged attack, 20% penetrate, physical defense. Focus of 30, poison strike, physical damage plus poison. Applying poison to a blade is an easy way to even the odds in a fight. 150% melee attack, deals 325 physical damage per turn, 70% success rate, active until removed. So we have 7 skill points. Can I learn Fortune and Glory? I can, and then I can't learn this until Fortune and Glory is met. And this increases 5% in Ari. Alright, we'll go ahead and put a point into that. 70% melee attack. But it strikes multiple enemies. Increases uncommon item drops. I like that. Requirements not met. The requirements must be 2 points in Fortune and Glory. Oh, I have to learn Bullwhip first. Okay, we'll learn Bullwhip. No, I don't. Huh. I'm gonna have to reload because I do not understand this. And I don't want to put my points into unused items. So we're gonna have to go through the status again. Equipment again. Skill tree. Alright, what are the requirements? It does not say the requirements. Let's put a point in Fortune and Glory. Requirements to learn Treasure Hunter not met. Let me see if I have to put more points into Fortune and Glory. Then okay, 3 points lets me learn Treasure Hunter. Cannot learn Locksmith, cannot learn Defensive Roll. Alright, let's put a point into Treasure Hunter for uncommon drops. Let's go back to Archaeology. I could go all passives, but I'm going to. I can learn Geology plus 1% rune drops and yields. We'll learn that. And maybe I learn either Bullwhip or, well, I have 1 point left. Bullwhip will go to Bind Limbs, which goes to Lash. Let's go ahead and put a point into Bullwhip. 70% melee attack. It's either that or 2% crit rate at this point, which would then open up like an aim shot. Slice and dice. A little bit 70%, but it strikes multiple enemies. I like Bind Limbs, 175% melee attack, can act or defend 50% for 2 turns. So let's go ahead and put a point into Bullwhip. Alright, combat skills. We have Bullwhip. Passive skills. We have these skills. Alright. Let's check out our inventory. We have 5 salves, a Virgin's Crystal, creates a portal that returns the party to Crown and a town, and a Water of Life, revive a single party member with low life. And I guess that's all we have. Kessons. I don't know what Kessons are. We have Vanguard Kesson, Assault Kesson. Each front row player melee attacks a random enemy. Volley Kessons. We have Salvo. Each player fires a random ranged attack at a random enemy. We have the Summon Song of Harmony. Summons Lyra the Compassionate. Heal all players and paralyze all enemies. Very nice. Tactical Kesson of Guard Wall. Reduce all physical damage taken by 50% for this turn. So we have those to use. We don't have to go into formation yet. Guild. The Traveler Arturius. Okay, this just shows us some cool stuff. Very cool. The Codex. We have Bestiary, quest items, missions. Alright. So let's head to the Adventures Guild and, talk to the steward.
For years since my great-uncle Lucius found you, I have been overseeing the remodeling of this guild. I've hired the best staff in Trinity to aid you in your quest.
Okay. Adventures? So let's take a look at the default adventures. We have Lady Akemi Schwartzbruen, Arturius, Dimitri, Associate Jessica Regal, Adept Mara Beldar, and Father Rufus. Haronin, dual-wielding short swords. Okay. Dimitri is a warlord with a hand axe and a buckler. She's another archaeologist. We don't really want that. Soul Caller, it's our magic. She's got a 38 in magic, which is very nice. Rufus is a healer. A Draca Mendicant, using a quarterstaff with a 31 in magic. I guess we should go ahead. Can we upgrade? Help, titles, and quality tokens. Each player character has an overall quality rating. The rating can be found next to the title on their status screen. Higher ranks grant bonus stats or skill points. It also impacts the title that appears before your name. All quality ranks from weakest to strongest are DCBAS. You can spend 2 quality tokens to improve an existing character to the next rank. You can also spend 1 quality token to create a new character at that rank. Quality tokens can be gained through quests, retiring high-level adventurers, or purchased if you're on Chapter 2 or later of the story. So I don't think we could actually, like, do anything here. What rank? Where's the rank? Oh, next to title. These are all rank D and I'm rank C. I could create a new character. Let's see. How about a female named Lorelia. Make her a female. How about a female elf, maybe? Kunoichi? Or a tanky storm seeker, which are anti-mage and frontline damage dealers. I like storm seekers, so we're gonna make her a female storm seeker. We'll go with that picture. D rank. Noble or commoner? We'll go with skill points. Oh no, we'll give her a noble birthright. And she will be from... also from the Southlands. And we have noble houses. House names Silvar, Carmathel, and Goldwell. They're all elf, all founded in the Age of Antiquity. They're all in the Sylvan Forest. Let's check the history of Silvar. This determines the character's last name. Arturius Silvar is said to be the first elf to be gifted life by the ancients. Born from the father's palm, the mother's kiss, and the ender's blood, he crawled out of the heart of the Sylvar forest into an immaculate wilderness rife with monsters, artifacts, and resources. More elves were born from a tree in the forest known as the Heart of the Wood. A titanic oak tree over 100,000 years old. There he founded Sylvesti, officially bringing about the Age of Antiquity. It was also during this age that the elves split into two factions, the Arians and the Silvarefen, who battled for Trinity's ancient knowledges. Here the great adjutant brokered peace between the two factions, and as a gift, the Divine One offered the elves two gifts. The Dracum race was given to protect the Silvarefen elves, and the Amagi, a race of blue giants, was given to protect the Arians. Most of the Amagi died during the War of Darkness, while the Dracum survived to this day. History leads many in Trinity to perceive modern elves as arrogant and entitled firstborn, a profiling that is hard to refute when one looks at humankind's first appearance on Trinity, and how the elves slaughtered men by the thousands to display their superiority. Then we have House Carmothel. The ancestral home of the Sylvar is Sylvar in the Sylvan Forest, the ruling house. House motto, first to praise the sky. Then we have in poem, in prayer, the lost are hearken. Also in the nation of the Sylvan Forest, but the ancestral home is Aramiel. House Carmothel is one of the oldest noble houses known to Trinity, evidenced by their archives which house the earliest writings in the history of the world. The elves are heralded as the first sentient beings the ancients gave life to, and with that life came the responsibility of staving off peril, betrayal, and war. It is no wonder the first adjutant generals were brought under oath by House Carmothel to keep order and peace during Trinity's formative centuries. The house is composed of affluent poets, writers, and judges that all receive 100 years of academic training before having access to the most controversial and guarded tomes that history has to offer. Justice Carmothel, the first adjutant general, served under Arturius Sylvar and most notably convinced Arturius to carve an indomitable treaty into the largest tree in the Sylvar Wood, a declaration that brought peace between the Arian and Silvarefen elves. We are the silent grove, the blanketed wood of reason, where all may seek refuge, or should nature dictate, pray, hunt, and perish. And I noticed that someone else is named Arturius, and it's not me. Then we have Goldwell. Ancestral home is Dragonwood in the Sylvan Forest, no horizon left unclimbed. House named Goldwell. House Goldwell is perhaps the most well-known for Seth Goldwell, who many historians claim to be the greatest adventurer that ever lived. He traveled alongside Warwick, Magash, and Zhao Han, often claiming responsibility for the troubles they faced. Seth was a notorious gambler and master of games. He often sought out the wisest dragons in Trinity, not just to kill them, but to best them at their own riddles and humiliate their ancient heritages. Still, Seth is known as one of the best dragon slayers to ever live, having famously slain Riok Fanliel, the three-headed serpent monstrosity which wrapped itself around the dwarven kingdoms during the War of Ascension. His adventures spanned from a barefoot trek along the inhospitable spine of the world to swimming from Gibbelheim all the way to Lemuria to escape execution. Goldwell seem to have their own unique stories about Seth that they hand down orally from generation to generation. Modern times see House Goldwell training adventurers from all over Trinity before descending into the depths of the Infinite Labyrinth. So she's going to be a Goldwell, because I like that story. And her origin. Let's see. Noble bastard. Nobles belong to one of the many noble houses of Trinity. They are considered highborn and should be addressed by their proper titles. Nobles always have a surname that is associated with their house. +1 skill points: Lord, Lady, Baron, Baroness, Duke, Duchess, Royals, Prince, Princess. Noble bastard, +1 all stats: Lord, Lady. Bastards are nobles who are conceived outside of covenant of marriage. Many cultures of Trinity look down upon bastards. They have no rights of the inheritance of their house. They have a surname based on what region of Trinity they were born in. Knight, +15 accuracy, +1 strength, Sir Dame. Knights are a special class of warriors. Any knight can create another knight, although this is generally frowned upon. Most knights are anointed in the light of the Father, the Ancient of Days. And then the rest we already saw. Except Adjutant. Adjutant Judge, Adjutant General, +2 intelligence, +1 strength. Most local lords delegate responsibility to the adjutants that serve their house. Adjutants are scholars, advisors, judges, and executioners. They receive training at an elite school known as the Bastion. Adjutants cannot inherit the lands or titles of their house. So maybe she should just be a straight up noble lord lady. Lady Lorelia. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's give her +1 skill points.
Huh? Oh, right. Fighting time.
I like that one already. Sure you want to create this character? Yes. Let's go ahead and put in, let's see. She, oh, this is interesting. Players in the front row are more likely to be targeted by enemies. Players in the back row deal less damage with melee attacks, but can still melee. Players are sorted by the recommended formation order of each character class. Alright, so we have a Stormseeker and an Archaeologist. Let's create... oh, I don't know. Another male. And his name will be... Sakani. Let's see. She's a Stormseeker, so she's front row. We have an elf, a human, maybe a Dracum. Dracum Warlord or Dracum Shinobi. Let's go with a Dracum Dracum Warlord. We're gonna have him dual wield or wield a sword and shield is the question. That's a pretty cool picture, but I like that one. D rank. How about a noble from the Southlands? From the Sylvan Forest. Alright, this is the Draken noble house from Castle Draken in the Sylvan Forest. With fire we protect the wood. Ixane Draken is one of the only citizens of Trinity to have a verified first-hand encounter in the astral plane. He was gifted life by the Divine One and witnessed the creation of the entire Drakum race, an event which is said to have led to his eventual descent into madness. After pledging loyalty to House Silvar, Ixane trained his brothers and sisters in the art of transmutation, a power which allowed Drakum warriors to transform into dragons. Unfortunately, the process required Drakum individuals to relinquish segments of their humanity. Those that entered dragon form the most became increasingly volatile and unruly, chief among them Ixane himself. After losing most of his rationality, Ixane became locked in dragon form permanently and attempted to burn down the entire Silvar Forest. An elven noble, Jordanus Goldwell, was eaten by Ixane and managed to fight through the dragon's organs to destroy the monster's heart. House Draken currently guards the Heart of the Wood, a natural maze in the Silvar Woods that is said to contain a vessel with every elven soul that will ever be born. Then we have, from the Sylvan Forest ancestral home Wyvernhold, the Vorlis house. The endless hallway yields no door. House Vorlis is often blamed for the Drakum race losing their ability to transform into dragons, although historical records give conflicting accounts as to why. One such myth is that Lenrir Vorlis stormed the Heart of the Wood and devoured the Ark at its center, which contained all elven souls. Another claims that Vishak Vorlis made a pilgrimage to the Darklands, finding an ancient temple there where he sacrificed the heart of Arturius Silvar to reincarnate her dead husband. The strangest legend ties directly into the appearance of the Infinite Labyrinth. Elshvin Vorlis was a Drakum poet who lost his sanity while working on his magnum opus, a collection of poems carved into a stone obelisk hidden in the Silvar Woods. These poems were constructed as a maze that seemed to chart the pathways of an unknown metaphysical construct, one likely used by the ancients to create the Drachim race. Some scholars believe that Elshvin was able to glimpse the cradle of his people's creation, and gazing upon the source of all their souls, severed their connection to the astral plane, which allowed them to transform into dragons. A proposed byproduct of this event is the Infinite Labyrinth itself, which is said to reflect the layout of Elshvin's grand collection of poems titled The Endless Hallway Yields No Door. I'm going to go with Draken. And he's going to be a knight. Sir Sakani Draken. I think that's pretty cool. So he gets plus 15 accuracy, plus 1 strength.
Get down! No! Ooh, that feels good. Tear them apart!
Alright. Not that I needed to be any stronger. There's nothing wrong with admitting you're awesome.
We'll make him aggressive. Yes. Alright, so we've got... Let's just form the party so far. We've got Sakani, Lorelia, and Arturius. That's our traveling party so far. So we are going to create... How about a healer? A female. Named... How about Daizi? No. Tilly? Tilly is cool. Female. I think she's gonna be a gnome. Gnomes can't be mendicants. Can hobgoblins? No. Another Drachim. We have a warlord, a stormseeker, and an archaeologist. Mendicant. We'll go with this one. D rank. Commoner. Could send her from the frozen north. Have her from the frozen north, and she has a priestly background, plus 20% healing.
Let's get on with the adventure already. I think that wall looks a little odd. Oh, thanks for the attention, darling.
The longer we stand around doing nothing, the lower our odds of success get.
If we must fight, then I'll make it fast.
Okay, we'll make her kind. Yes, create her. So let's form a part. Oh, we have to wait till all the characters are made. So now we need like a soul call, a magical person. It'll be a male. Zostro. And let's see, we've got Ronan, Sohi. We've basically got fighter, rogue, priest. Zostro will be a gnome. Range damage buffs, some heals. An Elven Soul Caller. I kind of like Geo Templar. And then we could have a Geo Templar. Excuse me. And then our last character could be a Sohei. Which are magical warriors. I like them as well. So let's be an elf. No. Zostro will be a gnome. Huh. Hobgoblin Sohei. I like that. D rank. We'll go with skill points from the Westerlands. Zostro was formerly prior military services, a blacksmith maybe? Or a craftsman. The lure of treasure often drives them. Or how about a chef? Yeah, we'll be a chef. +2 fortitude, +1 perception.
Stop standing around. Let's go back to the guild and train.
Bless your spirit, friend.
Without course, we have nothing. Without I feel strong.
We'll go with Stoic. Zostro. And then finally, the last character is a female named... No. Oh, we can't put a space. Okay. Milanza. Female. She is going to be an elf soul caller. And we'll go with that one. Very cute. D rank. Go ahead with another noble. And let's see. The Sylvan Elves. We could make her from the Eastern Kingdoms. Amaterasu. From the Tanjo Fiefdom. In Minoto. House Amaterasu is the only elven noble house in the Tanjo Fiefdom. During the Age of Wonders, Lilia Amaterasu fled the Sylvar Woods with Renzo Mikazuchi, who was framed for assassinating Lilia's father. The assassination plot was used to leverage Lilia into an arranged marriage and wipe the name from Amaterasu from Trinity. This failed when the pair ventured as far east as they could go, past the Red Wall, through the Empire of the Jade Sun, and across the ocean to the island of Tanjo. On the island's Rockspire coast, Lilia and Renzo found the first scroll that would lead to creating the Way of the Ninja, with Lilia becoming the first kunoichi and Renzo the first shinobi. After creating a settlement of tree villages throughout the island, Lilia infiltrated Sylvar and killed Lord Elshfin Draken, the Draken diplomat responsible for her father's death. This became the first official ninja assassination in Trinity's history, although it would be far from the last. In modern times, House Amaterasu is an unseen hand that manipulates diplomatic relations throughout the rest of Trinity. So that sounds pretty cool. She's like an unseen hand wizard from that region. +2 perception, +1 intelligence. We'll give her scholarly background.
Uh-oh, guys!
I'll help you off the mortal coil. Don't die on me yet.
We'll make her dark and brooding. Yes, so there's our party. Let's go ahead and form it. We've got our party leader. Will be Lorelia. Then we've got Sakani and Zostro and Arturius and Tilly and Melanza. There is our party. Awesome. Alright, let's get out of here and let's hit P and look at them. Everybody is equipped with something and has some skill points that we have to spend. I think so. I'm not sure where it's saying skill points. I guess we have to go to skill tree. Yeah, skill points 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Okay, so we will look at all this next time. I'm going to save here and call this episode 2, Creation of the Party. Next time we will look at skilling up the party. And yeah, episode 2. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying so far. I think it's very cool. It's a game that is very Western, in fact. It has a lot of cool lore and a lot of interesting things to it. So I will see you in the next one, as always. Much love, peace, and joy, guys, and stay tuned as we skill our party up and then eventually head into the Infinite Labyrinth. Catch you then.